of this movie, there are also products in the movie that are more woven in with the fabric of the film.
Yeah.
Which you may not have noticed, but your brain did. Jack and Jill was produced by Columbia Pictures, and as you can see, Columbia Pictures is owned by Sony. Sony is, of course, the Japanese conglomerate company that owns Sony Pictures. So you'll see a lot of Sony products in the film mysteriously appear. Adam Sandler, even though he's a hip ad guy, works on a Sony Vaio computer.
Yes, a laptop, which is very convenient because then you have the back of the computer just facing the camera at all times.
Does anyone work on PC products anymore?
I don't know.
He doesn't have a Mac or an iPad or any of those devices. He has a Sony Vaio. They also have a PC in their home, which is a Sony PC. He has an MP3 player in the film, that's a Sony. And Jill talks on a Sony cell phone, I believe it's an Ericsson. And what's also interesting is that the Happy Madison production offices are located on the Sony Pictures studio lot in Culver City, California.
Okay.
So it's not a coincidence that Sony products were also in the film. So as we mentioned, Coca-Cola is also featured prominently in the film. It's in the theater scene where you see 5 or 6 Coke logos all facing the camera conveniently. There's a little backstory to that. In '82, Coca-Cola actually purchased Columbia Pictures, which is the distributor of Jack and Jill.
Oh, yeah.
And then Coca-Cola launched TriStar Pictures, you know, the Pegasus, the wings, which was a joint venture between them, HBO, and CBS. CBS, of course, produces the television show The Price is Right, which is also featured prominently in the film.
Yes, yes.
And Coca-Cola also had a short run producing television. It was Coca-Cola Telecommunications, and one of the programs that they produced was The Price is Right as well. And this was one of their first run syndication programs in collaboration with Columbia Pictures Television.
Oh.
Isn't all this fascinating? I have nothing against advertising. I really don't.
Sure.
I have something against making really bad movies or tricking people. I don't like tricking people. Advertisements are on TV. They are what they are. Advertisements that have some sort of entertainment value to them are a plus. But when you make a movie with this purpose, and the more sinister thing is what our lawyer made us read, that statement, is that we're questioning that this isn't a giant Ponzi scheme or a giant fleecing scam.
This whole movie, like, there's no reason this should be $79 million. This is just a cheap looking movie.
Yes.
But every minor character is played by one of Adam Sandler's friends.
Yeah, so this is what you're saying, Jay. You're saying that Adam Sandler says, "Hi, I'm Adam Sandler. I have lots of pull. I have lots of box office hits, not necessarily in the critical definition of hit, but in the financial definition of hit. I can make some phone calls. We'll put together this really cheaply made product called Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
I can raise this budget for it, X amount of dollars, and I'm going to call up all of my old friends and give them horribly inflated paychecks to be in it, and at the same time get giant checks from big name advertisers to also give us money. We'll cash all these paychecks and we'll release this bomb into the theaters, and who gives a shit what the critics say?
Yeah.
People will go watch it. These dummies that like Adam Sandler films that giggle at farts and people falling down the stairs, and everyone will be happy. And basically that's the truth. The only people that aren't happy are those that actually give a crap about film as an art form. And that's us, and we didn't pay to see this movie.
We should point that out, yeah. People say, like, oh, how can you criticize this movie? You paid to see it, you're supporting it. We didn't pay to see this thing.
I would never go and watch this for an entertainment purpose, but that's just my choice.
Yeah.
But people that are on the fence, that are like, well, I liked Adam Sandler before, but I have a choice to see this film that I don't really know much about, that's been getting a lot of good reviews, but I've never heard of the actors. I'll just go see Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
Because I've heard of Adam Sandler. Those are the people that are really to blame for this problem. People review this movie and go, oh, it's just a dumb comedy. It's just a dumb comedy, don't watch it or watch it.
Yeah.
But really, Occupy Wall Street guys, go west. Because, you know, I know you can't control what the banks do with your money, and the banks and the Wall Street guys are all, they make money. But this is a different version of that.
Yeah.
It's a different version of taking money and you know, doing the corporate bailouts, giving bonuses. Everyone complains about CEO bonuses. Adam Sandler is giving a huge bonus to David Spade for doing nothing for 5 minutes. And this is all theoretical, of course.
Right.
And very much we're not implying any kind of criminal wrongdoing, which this isn't criminal, but it's very, very unethical. Money fleecing and horrible things goes on everywhere, not just in Wall Street. The Wall Street stuff is happening in Hollywood. There are Adam Sandler is a 1%er, and he's stealing all the money too.
Yeah.
And it's just our opinion,
Yeah.
but that's what we think happened, because you look at the price tag of $80 million, or you take a movie like Super, which we saw earlier this year, which cost like $3 million to make,
Something like that, 3 or 4 million.
and looks a million times better, production value wise.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a cheap SNL skit. And somehow this film cost almost $80 million to make. And,
Yeah.
and what is Adam Sandler's base?
He gets about 20 million a picture.
So right there, that's...
And that's just his fee for acting. He also writes these films.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you get checks from different departments.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, just his fee for standing around in a wig and doing this little amount of work as possible is 25% of this entire budget.
Yeah.
So you have crew, you have film costs, you have editing and all that, but something like, you know, a Super or other lower budgeted films, even bigger motion pictures, can cost under $5 million. So it's misappropriation, and that's why everyone loves Adam Sandler. Even David Letterman was raving about this film.
Here's what happened. I saw this movie a week ago, and
I'm so happy
and
you
I
saw
loved it so much.
I can't
And
believe
then that's all. That's all I can think about was the movie and what a great success it will be for you and your friends who make the movie. Honest to God, and we're trying to arrange another screening for the staff.
That's unbelievable.
This thing is going to be enormous.
Yeah.
Who is on CBS Networks, which also broadcasts The Price is Right. Adam Sandler is the most likable guy in Hollywood, and now I know why. I wonder how much longer this can go on for.
Well,
Not
I wonder
my
how much.
rant,
I wonder.
but
I wonder how much more transparent it can get.
This is
When-
an all new.
This is a new low, and I think I said that about Transformers 2 when I first saw that, where it's like I've never seen such a level of pandering. But this isn't even pandering. This is something different, but it's a new sunk to a new level.
You know, watching Jack and Jill makes me respect Michael Bay on so many levels, because Michael Bay, the movies are 2.5 hours long. They're filled with modern day visual effects.
Yeah.
I mean, his movies are nice looking.
Yeah.
He cares about, you know, how they look.
He likes action. He likes filming
He likes
action.
He likes ladies, attractive women running around. You know, like.
What do you get out of something like Jack and Jill? What is Adam Sandler like?
Adam Sandler likes to show up in jeans and a t-shirt and stand in a medium shot.
Well, it was amazing because we both kind of had a similar reaction throughout the movie when there was that realization that it was far more nefarious than just being a dumb, bad comedy. Because I think we went into it with the intention of let's just go see this movie and rip it apart for fun, and it turned into a much more depressing experience.
It was like I grew up a little. I gained an extra little bit of knowledge about the world. It's like when you learn that there is no Santa Claus, or you know, when you learn some truth about reality. And me, I don't know. I wouldn't call myself a naive person.
Sure.
I kind of seem to be aware of a lot of stuff that's going on, but I actually felt a little less naive after watching this movie and go, oh. Not just that some movies are quickly made, cheaply made products, like for example, What's Your Number?
Yeah.
A movie like that's cheaply made product, quickly put together, shoved out in the theater, generate a profit, move on.
Yeah.
Not that movies are like that, but that a filmmaker and a movie could be used as a way to make everybody money that have nothing to do with the movie, to kind of fleece money out of a system. I hesitate to use the word scam, but the movie is a scam. And I kind of sat there and I went, wow, this isn't a movie.
Yeah.
This is a scam. And it's interesting to see a piece of entertainment that's a front. It's like the Italian restaurant that the mob uses as a front and they're cutting cocaine in the back.
Yeah.
And there's trucks pulling up with guns and stuff. And it's like realizing that Italian restaurant isn't there to cook you a meal. And if you want to have a life-altering experience where you go into the theater and you see something on the big screen that is as transparent as a window, you should watch Jack and Jill because